and it's on, and
Well,
so.
if it doesn't work, that'd be great.
Thank you.
Oh, fun. Well, I was born in Tacoma, Washington. And when I was 5 years or 6 years old, we moved to California in the Bay Area. By the time I was in second grade, we moved up to Trinity County. And up there I lived in like 4 towns. Junction City was the first one, which was just a wide spot in the road. There was no churches for 8 miles away. My mother, one year, was ironing and listening to Arthur Godfrey. Now, I don't know how many of you remember Arthur Godfrey on the radio, but a few. My little sister came up to my mother and said, "Mom, when you die, I'll take you to see Arthur Godfrey." Mother realized that Nina thought Arthur Godfrey was gone. She decided that it was time for us to go to church. It was 8 miles over a mountain, and in the winter it could be really bad with snow. Also 2 hairpin turns with drop-offs on both sides.
Whoa.
So I wasn't really crazy about driving up there. But anyway, that town had 4 churches, if you could call a Josh House a church. There was a Catholic church, a Methodist, and a Baptist. Mother checked them out, and she said, "I want to go to the Baptist church because that's closest to the faith that she was raised in, and also they were friendly, like our church."
Amen.
So we went there, and I went to VBS. I accepted Christ. The teacher told me to step outside the room if I was interested, and I stepped outside the room and I talked to her. But later on, the other children were chosen and to be baptized. Nobody said anything about baptism to me. And then they baptized in my swimming hole in the river.
Wow.
I don't like anybody touching me when I'm swimming. No, hold me under. So I thought, that's good. I don't want anything to do with that. It wasn't until, well, we moved from Weaverville to Hayford, and that's where I met Larry. And then we moved to Alaska, and then we moved here. I started going to Bible chapel, and a lady from the church came and asked me if I had ever accepted Christ. And I was very uncertain about it because of the situation that I had been in. And so I said the sinner's prayer with her, but I was still confused. And I had the pastor come and talk to me. And he said, "Yes, Joy, you probably did. You did it. And you don't have to keep accepting Jesus as your Savior over and over again." I said, "Okay." So I did go forward and told the church that I had accepted Christ. Then my son and daughter and I were baptized together. Our son accepted Christ, and Larry said we had to wait until Melanie was ready. So when Melanie was ready, the 3 of us were baptized. After I was baptized, because I know that baptism doesn't save you, but it sealed me. It made me feel like, yes, I belong. So that is my basic story. When we came to this church, we did join after a while. Of course, one of the pastors told me I had to be baptized again. And I thought, no, my baptism meant too much to me. So I will not be baptized again. Because then when I take a bath, I'm being baptized. So I don't need that, you know. And then it meant too much. And so, but when Doug Turner came, he told us that that he would accept my baptism. So Larry and I went forward. I didn't tell Larry that's what I was getting ready to do. I just got up and went forward, and he followed me. He said, "You're not doing it without me." So, okay. So we joined the church here. One of the jobs that I've had at this church is running the crafts show. We had 3 ladies in our church that started the crafts show, and I tried to find out when they did it. I think they said they thought it was in the 90s. It was 2009 when Larry and I took over. Diane Lopez I called Diane for a prayer request, and she asked me, she said, "Won't you take over the craft show?" And I said, "No, I don't want to be in charge." But I said, "Okay, let me talk to Larry." And I talked to him, and he said yes, he would help me, because I thought, I'm not doing it without him. So we started the craft show, and it's been going pretty good, and we have had a lot of compliments. People tell us that our craft show is one of the best on the mountain, because it really is our crafts. It's not something we imported from China or Japan or Taiwan or someplace. The vendors pay $35 for a table, and 10% of what they give we keep also. And then anything that's sold on the church table is also collected, and all that goes to our missionaries. This is above what we normally give to the missionaries, so this goes for them to do Christmas gifts or stuff like that. That's a little extra. My favorite Bible verse is Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ which strengtheneth me. Over my married years of 58 years, a little over 58 years, I really had to rely on that because of Larry's illnesses. He had several of them where he nearly died, and then of course this last one he did. And I was always able to rely on God for that strength. And up here, my church family has been very helpful, and I appreciate all of you. Thank you.